Hello everyone, I'm Kickstarter and welcome back to more Son of Drop Fall into Poison. Last time we left off, me, Sayo, and Mari confronted Kenji and Reiko. I know they're together. I'm not stupid. So let's continue. Your bond is too strong, or it is possible that the directivity that Mari's soul possesses is completely different. The two of you being brought together alone may have been enough to put Manten Aquarium in danger of being destroyed. If we carelessly killed Mayu-chan and the two souls came together, this place would surely be liberated from that curse. Like the plankton who can't go against the ocean's current, the souls pulled here in Manten Aquarium would follow the direction of the pure love the two of you share. It would defeat the hatred that serves as this place's directive. That's why at first I tried to keep you two apart. After that, I would try to get rid of Mari. If I killed Mayu-chan a month later, we could safely continue supplementing the aquarium with last energy. We could continue on peacefully. Since you brought Himeno-chan with you, fate could have gone either way. That was a close call. Are you saying that that's the reason you saved me from danger then? I wanted to deny it. I had sincerely thanked him and had respected him. So did I, and he lied to us. Yeah, it'd be a burden if you died so carelessly. You know what? I'm kind of glad in the first route I actually left you behind to die. I hope you die in this route too, Kenji. You. Feels as if everything supporting me has crumbled away. Even so, the fact that Mari and Sayo are with me becomes my strength. And don't forget, you still got Himeno waiting for you. Somehow I am able to continue standing. I'm not sure if Sayo has stopped paying attention to me or not, but she begins to ask Kenji-san her own question. But I heard you once tried to kill Mayumi. That's right. That was careless. There's no proof that your bond created resentment. Still not completely in possession of her why can I pronounce individuality? But in connection with Manten Aquarium, Mari-chan was trying to warn you, Mayu-chan, when you were with me. My connection with Manten Aquarium was temporarily severed because of that. I was ensnared by the grudge of Manten Aquarium, and Hiyoshi Kenji's true nature became exaggerated. If it had just been a soul, I would have disappeared on the spot and never attacked you, Mayu-chan. So, you are living after all. You're the main one spreading all of the urban legends amongst junior high school girls. You could say that, but it's difficult to say whether or not I'm actually living. You talk too much, Kenji-san. There's no point in telling the ones you'll kill all of this. Time is the turner, but it's the best to leave out the unnecessary. Kill? Myself aside, wouldn't it be a problem if you killed these two? I told you, didn't I? Our plans have changed. As Saganuma Reiko says those words, the entire room undergoes a change. A faint tremor reaches the back of my legs. It gradually grows larger. The antique furniture in the director's office shakes even more violently. I heard of a poltergeist phenomena. It's when objects move on their own or people suddenly hear noises. I'm sure that's what this is. When I notice the water, it's turned red like blood. The red color doesn't stop with the tank, but overflows into the rest of the room as a red light. Big sister, Sayo-chan, watch out! I know, they're connected with this place. In other words, they can't interfere with the phenomena that happen here. The vibrations become more violent, like a strong earthquake, leaving me unable to stay standing. Mari clings to me as I cling to the shaking desk. What the heck? Sorry. Ah! There's my scream. The books that fly off the bookshelves come straight at me. Somehow I shield myself with my hand, but a corner hits the bone on my arm, leaving a bruise. The bookshelf is overflowing, scattering everything on top of the desk. The glass picture frame has fallen onto the floor, breaking on impact and tearing the picture inside. The smile of the girl deprecated, and the photo has been split in two, right down the middle. Mayu, we have to get out of here now. But the exit is blocked. Moreover, the murderous intent of that pair is unmistakably real. But, just as Sayo says, if we don't get out of here, we can't regroup. Just like when we were attacked by the orca or frogs, this phenomena is probably also being orchestrated by those two. Under the chair, there's a hidden passage that leads to the deep-sea fish booth. Huh? I can't hear you. The violent shaking cancels out our voices. Big sister, under the chair, let's go together. Yeah. Ah. As soon as I take a step, I stumble, of course. The shaking in the room has gotten so violent, I can't walk very easily. Ugh. Mayumi, you're caught up in something. Sayo's voice sounds like she's in pain. Unable to stand the shaking any longer, she sinks to the ground. Unlike me, she has nothing to grab onto, so it's natural. Leaning on the desk as it continues to shake, I twist my body and move under the chair. This is... Just as Sayo said, there's a square on the floor made of a different material from the rest. In the middle of the wooden floor is a out-of-place metal area. It also has a handle, which I grab onto. With all my might, I pull it up. No, it's locked. Hurry, do it. I almost can't hear Sayo's voice, only understanding that she's hurrying me along. I'll help too. Mari stretches her hand around my waist and pulls, but the door and the floor won't budge. Why? As far as we know, it isn't that it's locked. Oh God. How amusing. I have to hurry. This won't end with the Portuguese from now alone, but as we struggle against insurmountable odds in the deep red booth, Sayu Reiko merely laughs. Sorry, Mayu-chan. This is what they call the survivor instinct of a seed. Kenji-san is saying something similar as if to embody my bad premonition. What is that? Within the red light, a large black shadow wriggles about. It doesn't take too much time to realize that the shadow itself is a living thing. Mr. Whale? It's a whale! Oh snap! We stop trying to pull on the door, looking up at the large creature. Unable to fit into the room, it crashes into the wall. No, if it were a ghost, then a container like a mere room would be irrelevant. My, Kenji-san, so it's making an appearance. World's largest living creature, the blue whale. It's not something I can completely control. With the malice being born from Manten Aquarium under these circumstances, it's likely being created spontaneously. My bad. It is a whale. It wasn't here originally, like the orca and frogs and jellyfish, so why? This is another bond, the memory of the greatest terror engraved on the hearts of the fish souls. It's an overwhelming fear for living things, a form that swallows everything. We're cut off in a completely closed-off world. After this, we will supplement everything into one ideal, a true grudge with no impurities. It will become this world's new truth. Do you understand? Either way, it means you will all be returned to nothingness. More than death, more than erasure. It will be complete and pure eternity. I'm sure you can hardly wait. I can't sense an individual will in their words. If they were humans, they wouldn't adhere to something so ridiculous. It's the outer limits of survival instinct. I can't understand the full story behind their objective. It's specifically because I don't understand the true nature of it that I find it terrifying. As if embodying the fear I feel, the shadow that I can't see as nothing other than a whale finally shows its form clearly. We have to run! When my thoughts finally return to the present, it's almost completely like the whale I've seen in pictures, reference, book, and images. I will help too. When Sayo takes her hands off the floor, the bookshelf aims for her and flies her way. It's not a direct hit, but even that light impact was her shoulder sends Sayo's body flying into the wall. God bless Sayo! Sayo applies pressure to her shoulder and leans her back against the tank wall, bathed in the red light. It creates a deep shadow. When Sayo is thrown back, something falls down with a flash of light. It slides across the floor and stops at Kenji-san's feet. The keychain I lent to Sayo. The strange sticker stuck on the back is facing up. This is Papa's key. We don't have time to grab it. This way. Holding onto the desk, I reach out my hand for Sayo. The desk is shaking so hard I have no idea when it will fall. Moreover, there's no time as the shaking grows more and more violent. Sayo? In an instant, the shaking stops. Huh? Wait. What? Shocked at the sudden turn of events, I return my gaze to Kenji-san. What the? Hiyoshi-san is blurry. Big sister, it's open! The light in the room turns to a blue color, and the shadow of the large creature disappears. As I listen to Mari's voice, I open my eyes wide, as if it's being projected onto him. There's the form of an unfamiliar man laid over Hiyoshi-san's body. It's the man shown in the sticker photo album. Photo was style. Kenji-san, no, that man has dropped his gaze to the keychain and is trembling. What's that? Saya-chan too? Despite Mari calling out to her, Sayo gives no response, so I grab her arm. There's no mistake about it, this is her chance to run. This little... Sayo regular stumps on the keychain that has fallen to the floor. This little thing. When it doesn't break on the first try, she thumps on it over and over again with her hard high heel. Cracks finally appear in it, and she smashes it to pieces. At almost the same time, the three of us go through the door in the floor. Only one step further, and by the time we flee the director's office, Kenji has turned his sharp eyes on us. God blast it! So close! That was without a doubt my papa. Even after reaching the deep sea, which we can't calm down. Sayo says, wiping away the sweat that has gradually appeared. Her breathing is still rough. I have a general idea of what happened just now, but then connecting that man to the aquarium is his position by my father. The moment he saw the sticker picture on the keychain was the first time he came to his senses and seemed to recognize you, Sayo. I wonder why he hasn't recognized you this whole time. You saw, didn't you? Papa in his own world. It's no surprise that he saw me having grown as I have and didn't recognize me. But your family, Mari was able to recognize me after all. It sickens me to use their words, but it sinks to your bond. Having her individuality, Mari understands the concept of time. Hiyoshi, Papa, is an existent bond to the will of Manten Aquarium. He no longer has any connection to time. But if you talk to him, really talk to him, he might understand. You said you wanted to see your father after all. It's fine. I came here to part ways with my father anyway. More than anything, I'm sure Papa has, whether directly or indirectly, taken many lives. Could you forgive him, Mayumi? When you say it like that, with me being at a loss for words, Sayo cuts in and continues. I'll erase the red Manten Aquarium. My resolve to do so has not wavered. Even so, your father... Stop already! The screamy voice resonates as if its owner's store is being burned. I was just at the point where I was thinking about it. So you still worried about it then? No. That's my fault. That my father would do something so terrible, I won't accept it, but... Sayo cries erupt over and over again like a volcano. No matter how you look at it, it's clear. That's not a gathering of whales. That's Papa's true self. That giant whale is a mass of malice, and I'm descended from that malice. But Sayo, you're a different person from your father. If you're upset by it, you don't need to be. That's not all. Sayo turns her back to me and places a hand on the deep sea fish boost tank. Aww, Sayo-chan. Oh, Sayo-chan! The surface of the tank reflects Sayo's expression like a mirror. A droplet glistening on her cheek gives her away. It makes her heart-turning stain on the floor. I can't bring myself to stand against my papa. I still feel love for him. Evil lies within my heart. Sayo-chan, no! The light in the room. Oh, it's turning to malice, isn't it? Oh, it is. The once all-blue room begins to flicker with flashes of red. It's an omen of impending phenomena, like light bulbs flickering on and off. The light alternates between blue and red. All of the light shining through from the tank mixes together, becoming nothing more than a gaudy violet. Mari! My instincts tell me this is bad, and I embrace Mari. I have to get Saya and us out of this room. That's what I think, but it's too late. From a spot on the floor, the spot where Sayo's tears overflow and gradually spread as a highly viscous violet liquid. It's muddy like melted concrete. Sayo-chan's crying before realizing we ended up inside the vivid violet space. Imprisoned? This isn't malice, it's anguish. This is clearly what Sayo is feeling right now. She's truly stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's not the red of hatred or malice, but a violet world. The mud spreads all across the floor, and we set ourselves on the handrail, narrowly avoiding it. Still, if we wait around like this, the whole room will eventually be covered in mud. Sayo, listen to us. I am. I don't think she can hear us. Our voices seem to be swallowed up by the mud. In contrast, Sayo's sobs echoes throughout the room. Her anguished voice seems to overflow from the room itself. The mud stretching out below me is like the bottom of the ocean. The proof of that is the fish silhouettes begin to appear in the deep sea fish booth. Within the violet light, the fish swim about. They're all of the fish of the deep sea, from football fish to oarfish, slightly sparkling pancake octopi, and transparent headed barra, the fish that once inhabited this booth. Giant isopods with large carapaces squirm about in the mud, while atrocious brown jellyfish and vivid flower hat jellies float above the ceiling like UFOs. There are originally uninhabited parts of the ocean with varying depths, but now they can swim around inside this ocean of anguish. The reason there's creatures from various depths are able to inhabit the same tank is thanks to the nanobubble technology. Each of the creatures face the sky, their feelers are stretched, and some of them with fangs bared. There are also limited fish. I can clearly grasp that they threaten. I feel bad for them. They're also suffering. Mari, you understand, don't you? Sayo's definitely feeling the same. So as not to start panic, I am trying with all my might to calm down. But when this phenomenon started, I knew how things would change. We're being pulled into the deep sea. When that's done, we'll become the prey. Even if we don't, we'll be unable to breathe, or be crushed by the pressure. It's not just being in the water, but the darkness of the deep sea. The mud swept up by the waves, spreading all throughout the room. There's nowhere else to run. Moreover, stopping here will lead us being swallowed up by the mud. No, the threat of being swallowed up by the mud is almost completely gone. The reason why is because our bodies are already floating. I cling tight to Mari, and I can feel her almost non-existent body heat. We're in the ocean. Our words are snatched away midair. We search for Sayo amidst the confusion, but as even the light itself is dim, we cannot find her. It really is becoming the deep sea. Her mouth closed, Mari clings to me. They say Mari has individuality, so she's being pulled in along with me, but she shouldn't be in existence that can be pulled in the first place. Not good. There's nothing we can do. If I were alone, I could probably escape, but there's no point in that. I will escape from this red Manten Aquarium with Mari and Sayo. Even so. Oh god, that scared me. Dang. The fish swimming about pushed my body aside, causing me to slowly hit the wall. This is like the weightlessness I've seen depicted on television and in movies. When I hit the wall once, I lose any sort of momentum, but with my own body slowly begins floating towards the opposite wall. I'm lucky that any velocity I had is lost to the water resistance, but at the same time it's getting harder to breathe. I have to do something to change my direction so I can protect Mari. After hitting my back against the ceiling, I should be heading downward. As if it had been waiting for me, a feeler appears before my eyes. The clump-like creature that owns the feeler is stuck to the corner of the wall. The Dahlia anemone, out dang it. Deep sea anemone an enemy, an anemone, whatever. I guess its name from the fact that it looks like a dahlia flower. I've heard it has momentarily powerful venom for a sea creature. On just the strength of its venom alone, it's a ferocious creature whose sting could cause instant death. Not good. At this rate, I'll be preyed upon by the massive feeler. But with my pace so slow, the sea enemy draws closer. It's unavoidable. I'm unable to gain control of my body, and avoiding the direct hit seems unlikely. Then I had no choice but to gamble. The sea enemy mouth should be located at its center. It shouldn't be able to pierce the sole of my shoe. I had no choice but to use it as something of a stole to escape in the other direction. I frantically mustered my strength and stretched my leg out towards the center of its body. It feels as if I had jumped into a bucket of pudding, but in spite of that, I continued to extend my foot with all of my might. Ha! My foot has sunk in and I can't get it out. Oh, God bless it! Along with it, my body is being swallowed by the enemy. What I thought was its body is only feelers. Somehow I have to do something. Despair piled on despair. Is that not the whale? A large shadow descends from overhead. The shadow opens somehow so grandiose it seems as if it would swallow the whole room. It's a whale, although this one isn't bigger than the one appeared in the director's office. Okay, the difference between them is no more than the difference between the woods and the forest. It's trying to devour me. No, not just me individually, but surely it's the waste itself. Or perhaps it's trying to achieve the same objective as the director and the others. At this rate, Mari herself will be swallowed up. Even though this place is already underwater, if I push her away, she could be saved. Mari looks at me with anxious expression. God bless it! Alright, well, shit. I'ma save. I'll be right back. Okay, so I saved. Yeah, I saved. Okay, so I'm gonna give Mari a chance. Push Mari and run. Pull Mari close and protect her. What was the No. Back to game. The log right here. Just Ray Mari will be smaller. If I push her away, she could be saved. Okay, so I'm gonna try to push Mari away and see if that works. If at least Mari can get away. With that one thought, I pushed Mari away. Big sis! Even against the water resistant, Mari swept further and further away. At the very least, she is able to get out of range of the whale's mouth. My relief is almost simultaneous. I can't pronounce. What is that breed called? A landfish, isn't it? A fish with a long, thin body and bearing sharp teeth. It has a ferocious desire for every type of prey in the deep sea. That fish is approaching Mari's neck. God! Blast it! I chose the wrong one. No, I can't. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna load. Heck no. Okay, we're gonna pretend that never happened. Pull Mari close and protect her. We're gonna pretend that never happened. Shh, you didn't see anything. Trying to protect Mari from the mouth that is after her. I reflect. Words I cannot pronounce, I swear to God. Hold her closer. Even if it means being her shield, I will protect her. It was not as if I could never let her go. We can finally go see each other again. Finally, I can protect her. Just like that, I'm swallowed up by the darkness. Is this a bad end too? No. When I come to, I'm standing where the waves are breaking. I don't know. When I came to, I was here. It's quiet, but a gentle wind blows. Underneath the starry sky, we're in a fantastical world. You saw it, didn't you? The violet was my true nature. It's just like Papa. The form of the darkness that seems as if it will swallow everything. Right, I was swallowed up by that whale. Was Mari, where is she? She's fine. Saya smiles. It's the first time I've seen her do it. That isn't the only poison I possess. Even though I should have told you, Mayumi, I couldn't. Huh? I really haven't grasped what's going on from the start, and am I dead? Is this the Sansu River? It's not a river. Ignoring me in my confusion, Saya continues. I met Mari 5 years ago at Manten Aquarium when she was alone. We were close in age, so I have a feeling that's why she quickly opened up to me. I was so proud. I wanted to show her the deep sea fish booth. Even though it was already closed down, there were creatures left as part of Papa's collection, but in the end, it was locked and we couldn't get in. As thanks for telling her about it, I received her keychain. I wonder if it was okay even though we couldn't see the booth. But I was happy. Ironically, I was able to ascertain that reason today. On that day, Mari hid somewhere after the aquarium closed. She waited until a time when all of the staff would have gone home. Because I was so proud of it, she probably wanted to see the deep sea fish booth. Moreover, that night, the door to the deep sea fish booth was open. You already know. At that time, my papa was killed by the hands of those two. From there, it went as Mari said. I could never tell you of my own sin. I'm the worst. Really awful. I clearly understand that I inherited my boastful nature from my father. My ego, my poison, killed Mari. I should die, just like Papa did. Mayu, you and Mari should erase this red Manten Aquarium. I'm counting on you. As usual, Sayo says this flatly. I can feel a sense of unease in Sayo's story. Somewhere there's a warped sense of distance. Don't say it like that. Tell me how you really feel. I just told you. Then I'll say it. Sayo, I want to be your friend, so I kept quiet. Huh? You're mad, right? When you told Mari the truth, did she get mad? Did she resent you? Mari was swept up into a tragic fate, yet she still said she wanted to see me. She said she was happy she did get to see me. Her feelings are still pure and clean. That she died because of you? Mari doesn't think anything of that sort. That's why I don't blame you either. I don't think you should die, and on that note, Mari is thinking that she wants to save you, Sayo. I'm her big sister, so I know. Moreover, please don't talk about yourself dying anymore. Himeno entrusted this to me. I made the decision to abandon you once, which is why I won't falter anymore. The starry sky... Sorry, there was a fly in front of me. The starry sky twinkles, bathing us in faint light. That's right, Mari. You're here, right? Oh, Mari. Well, I'm gonna leave it off here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to give it likes if you liked it. If you don't, still like it. Like it if you like Mari. You better like her. She's precious. I'll see you in the next part. Bye bye.